Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. Hey, everybody. Welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm Alan, your host, bringing you horse racing today, some horse racing news and notes. We're going to talk a bit about French jockey Flavien Prat and two Kentucky Derby prep races, the first two of 2025 coming up this Saturday. We'll get to that, but first, coffee. Today's coffee, Tim Hortons, we have it right here. They call it Canada's best coffee. It's the original blend. They have it all over the place over in Canada, kind of like a Dunkin' Donuts around here. So can't go wrong with this stuff. I got it in the bean format and ground it up, and it is just great. And I actually had it in Canada once, and that was the first time I had a Tim Horton. This is the first time I had it actually in over 10 years. Great stuff. Okay. Some big stuff going on. We'll talk a little bit about horse racing, what's going on in horse racing today. What happened on the first of the year? Today's the second of the year. So you knew you're off to a great start? Good. Okay, let's keep it going. Yesterday, I did selections for three tracks. I covered Aqueduct, I covered Parks, and Parks canceled after the fifth race. And, I was just getting rolling, coming off a nice exacta, nice daily double. I was like, now we're really heating up. And then, poof, the rest of the card was gone. But at Aqueduct, we did some heavy-duty damage. Yeah, good kind of damage. Bang-up job, kicking off the year, the first track. So I want to just bring some of these payoffs. This is with my selections. Now, I put the selections out there yesterday, very early in the morning, because I was meeting with somebody at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I had to have them out there. So I put these selections out there, and 9 o'clock in the morning, I got started early. And as far as the handicapping goes, did I make it to midnight or New Year's Eve? Did you? Let's see. It was approaching 10 o'clock at night, and it was like, you know what? I have to get up early. I'm meeting up tomorrow morning early. I got to, of course, put the handicapping in and get my selections out there. So I know I'm going to be up early handicapping the races. So I said, you know what? I'm going to 10 o'clock. I'm thinking to myself, do I want to be dragging a bit when I'm handicapped, getting my selections ready, because I put them out there daily for multiple tracks. I'm like, do I really want to start off dragging a little bit, going up to midnight? Because during the week, whatever, I don't stay up that late. I turn in sometimes before 9 o'clock, usually 9, 10, maybe a little after 10, the latest. And then I'm up handicapping the races, 4 something, 5, and whatever it is to get started on the tracks, all the tracks I'm going to cover for that day. So no, I didn't make it. So went to 10, got some good sleep, business before pleasure. And this way I didn't have to dread possibly not being 100% the next day when I'm doing my stuff and meeting up with somebody. So boom. But what happened at Aqueduct yesterday? Listen to this. First 5 races. Now, somebody did ask me the other day, oh, do you pick your races cold? I give most of the time, I give just 3 selections, my top 3 win contenders for each race, and horses, the ones I like best for rolling exotics, right? So we start off the day at Aqueduct. We did it again. Started off with the winners of the first 5 races, and the first 4 races cold, ice cold winners of the first 4 in a row. And in the 5th race, our third choice completed the pick 5. Now, what did these winners pay? I'll tell you. Winner of the first paid $520. Winner of the second paid $47.40. And I put that one on top to complete the daily double. The exacta was $74.50 for $1. Had that, and also had the daily double, which paid $79.25. Then we follow that up with a $3 winner. Again, ice cold, a $5 winner, ice cold on top, and the daily double there. The daily double there paid $131.75, and the pick 3 with my 3 selections, $584 for $1. And then we had a $3 winner in the next race, so prices were a little lower. We had the exacta there, $465. And the daily double there, $6.40. But the pick 3 now paid $577 577.50. 577.50. And so look at these prices, right? Just three. And again, these are all ice cold, the first four. And now we got our third choice got it done in the final leg of the pick five. $15 winner. The daily double returned 23.30. If I'm looking correctly, 23.30. The pick three paid 111.50. And the pick four, we had the pick four races 2 through 5, $2,443. And the pick five for 50 cents. Now, that was a 50-cent pick four, 2,443. And the 50-cent pick five we completed for 6,736.50. So we did the damage there. First 5 in a row. Did that at Turfway Park the other night, where every rolling exotic through 5. For return basically of $165,000. Did I play these races? Did I play all these races? No. Like I said, I was going to be out at 9, and I was out through that went through part of the afternoon. But those selections were out there at 8 something in the morning, because I had to get all this stuff out there before going out. So if you went out there and you looked at my selections yesterday and you want to go back to the channel library of the live streams, you'll see all of those selections there, ice cold selections. Is it always going to be that way? No, but usually one of my top 3 does get in there. And if you're playing it for the minimum, I mean, look at these payouts here, $4,580. Come on. Okay, so we did it. We got it out there. That's what we do. We present these picks, selections every single day for multiple tracks. And yesterday, the tracks we covered, we also had a big hit at Turfway Park yesterday in the second race, where we had the exacta, the try. We had a $21 winner on top in that, and the exacta was over 100, and the 50-cent try was like 160 something. So we present you these winners as a pro analyst. That's what I do. I handicap the races. I put between an hour and a half and 2 into each stream with selections out there. So they're available. They'll be available again today for multiple tracks, and we covered them. And I've already handicapped. I'm already through the second card. This is we're early in the morning here, and this show is a pre-record. I pre-record this show right now. Actually, it is 6:26 a.m. And you're probably watching this around 10 a.m. when I release it, at a time when people will have a chance to really possibly be up and viewing it rather than stream it live. So I want to talk a little bit about French jockey Flavien Prat. What a job this guy is doing. I just want to I can't stress strongly enough how powerful his 2024 season is. He has set the record for a jockey for graded stakes, 86 for a whole season. 86 for a whole season. And he surpassed the record set in 2003 by the great Jerry Bailey of 83 graded stakes. But this comes, it gets even more impressive when you hear this. And also, what does jockey Jose Irad Ortiz have? What's his record for graded stakes in a year? His record is 80, and he's won the Eclipse Award 5 years out of the last 6. But what about Flavien? What makes his record even more astounding? What it is up until 2022, Flavien Prat was dominating the circuits, the West Coast racing, as the top jockey out west. And that's where he was, and that's where he was most known for. But after 2022, he decided to make his main base on the East Coast. So Flavien moved his show, literally a show, over to the East Coast, switched coasts. So now he's most of the time riding at tracks, whereas he would normally be on the West Coast, that he's not usually at all of the time. So he comes out here, he comes over here to the east where I am and sets the record now, 86, broke Jerry Bailey's record by 3. So he had to basically do it on a new circuit. And this guy is as clean a rider as they get. And he's not, you know why Rod Ortiz can get chippy and downright dangerous on the track with the numerous suspensions. And not Flavien. So he's come out here basically now starting to bully Irada around in the big races and showing his stuff, raises his game from the West Coast in a new area, a new arena, and sets the record. And he has to be a slam dunk for the Eclipse Award for Top 2024 rider, Jockey. So hats off to Flavien Prat and congratulations on some terrific riding. 86 graded stakes. I mean, if you divide that into a year, 365 days, and they don't ride 365 days a year, last year, 366 days, and leap year. God, it's almost like he's producing a graded stakes win every 4 or 5 days. Okay, he's probably won some of them multiple on some days, but that's just to take a snapshot and to show you how impressive this job by Flavien Prat was. So let's keep an eye on how he does with the graded stakes and keep a count of him now, because it gets almost downright ridiculous how he's doing this. So great job there. Keep an eye on Flavien Prat. And unlike Irod, this guy, he can go around to different tracks and go back out west and still know the stuff and, jump into different stakes where Irod might not run it and go there, because Irod does most of his damage in Naira and Gulfstream, where he likes to pad his stats, especially in Gulfstream. This year, he goes there a little earlier when they're still running at some of the other tracks, so he gets a leg up on the other riders. So nothing against Irod. What he does has been fantastic too. But now there's a new bully on the block, or new face on the block, making his presence felt, Flavien Prat. And we do have some good races coming up this weekend. We have the first 2 Derby prep races of the year, and it begins with the Jerome Stakes over at Aqueduct. The Jerome Stakes began in 1866 at Jerome Park, the old Jerome Park. And now it's been around forever. It's been around for 100, and this is 1866. So now you're talking 159 now years later, and the Jerome is still around. And in 2025, now it's run at Aqueduct, and it's in January, whereas it had been run as a good 3-year-old race in September or whatever. And now it's at Aqueduct. Bring the prestige back. It was like it used to be a G1 1-mile race, and it was a prestigious race, of course, G1. But now it is a Derby prep race in January held at Aqueduct, and as far as the points go, so these are the first time horses are going to get points to qualify the Kentucky Derby. It's a 10-point to the winner, which is 10 points is valuable in Derby prep races. The winner get 10, and then the points going down 5, 3, 2, 1. So 10 points to the winner, and even the 5 points might be a tiebreaker somewhere for second place. So that's going to be a good race. That's Saturday at Aqueduct Racetrack. And we have the Smarty Jones Stakes. Smarty Jones Stakes takes place Oaklawn. It's another race with the point system: 10 for the winner, 5, 3, 2, 1. The 2009 was the first year for the great Smarty Jones, who damn near pulled off the Triple Crown in 2004. And I was there. Was I a player back then, a handicapper back then? No, I hadn't started that till a few years later, 2007. But in 2004, I was strictly there as a fan, and I've been a horse racing fan all my life. Actually, I started in 1973 when Secretariat won. That was the first race I can recall watching, family and friends sitting around watching this race, and it put a stamp on me. Instantly, I was hooked, and then I would follow horse racing during the Triple Crown seasons. And follow those races. And usually so the Kentucky Derby, I would definitely watch that. And the Preakness, I'd be watching the Preakness because I want to see another Kentucky Derby, a Triple Crown winner. So I'd watch that. And if the horse won the second leg of the Preakness, then I'd watch the Belmont. If the horse that won the Derby lost the Preakness, then I didn't watch the Belmont Stakes. I wasn't that big of a fan yet, but I got to see a couple other Triple Crown winners, Seattle Slew and Affirmed. Then the drought. So I went there. I went to Belmont Park for the Smarty Jones Triple Crown event 2004. Damn near took it. I actually shot video that day at the, while the race was unfolding. I got to go back and so I never saw so many long faces and some people crying after the race there, head and hands. And I was really disappointed. I wasn't crying, but I was like, really, oh, that hurt. But they have the Smarty Jones Stakes in 2009. They began running this over at Oaklawn, and that's going to take place this Saturday too. So those are the first two prep races of the year. And so we got two of them on Saturday, so that makes for great Saturday racing. And I have one thing about the Smarty Jones Stakes. Seems to be a leg up for the handicappers, especially with the shorter run for home. It seems to be dominated by early speed types, gate to wire winners sometimes. For example, from 2017 to 2020, the winners of the Smarty Jones Stakes took it wire to wire. So speed horses can be a little bit dangerous. Very dangerous, especially in a race like that where they've been coming in that way. The speed just holds. So we got to get back to the handicapping. We do this show just about every day, horse racing today. So we give you a leg up on what's going on in horse racing, or maybe if there's some event or something that took place the day before, I will give you some news and notes so you're abreast of everything, or abreast of something, a handful of things going into the new day of horse racing, so you can be ready to go up and at them. And today, some nice races. Working on it today. Definitely get those Aqueduct picks out there. Gulfstream, we'll be covering that. Turfway Park, of course, and you have other tracks running, fairgrounds running. We'll probably look to get our selections out there when they're completed. Delta Downs is running later. So you got a bunch of good tracks to look forward to today. And today's Thursday, so it's almost Friday is almost on the horizon. You can almost see it coming, and the weekend is almost here. And then that's Jerome and Smarty Jones Stakes, and good things ahead, folks. So have a great day, everybody. If you like this show, let your horse racing friends know about it, because we do put a bunch of stuff out there. There's pre-recorded shows, live streams, selections, strong selections from a pro every single day. So let your friends know about it. And if you like this video, hit the like button, and also subscribe to get notifications of all shows in advance. It costs you nothing. And make sure you hit the bell by the subscribe button. This way you'll get these notifications in advance, so you know when something's coming up. Because I don't do, I have some surprise shows, some surprise live streams. I have live guests. So you get the idea. So have a great day, everybody. If you're playing today, best of luck and bring it home. Win big. Let's win big. Let's do it again. Come off that Aqueduct day yesterday. Make it another one today. We got Turfway Park, big payouts, Aqueduct, Gulfstream, good racing. And remember, may the horse always be with you. Thanks for watching, everybody.